Hey, this is Lewis from Breakdance, and I wanted to make a quick video to show you the differences between building mega menus in Breakdance versus building mega menus in Elementor. Now, by the term mega menu, I'm referring to a menu where you can customize the contents of the dropdown itself. In other words, it's not just a list of links. For example, in this mega menu created in Breakdance, I placed a login form in the menu dropdown. And in this mega menu created in Elementor with the JetMenu add-on, I've placed a heading and an image in the dropdown. Both Breakdance and Elementor natively support just doing plain vanilla lists of links in the dropdowns, but only Breakdance natively supports creating a custom design for the dropdown directly inside the builder. Since Elementor doesn't have a built-in mega menu builder, for this demo, I'll be using the JetMenu add-on from CrocoBlock to create the menu. This is recommended by Elementor in their blog post on how to do a WordPress mega menu with Elementor. There are a number of other add-ons for Elementor that you can also use to create mega menus, and generally they take a similar approach. First, let's take a look at building mega menus in Breakdance using the menu builder element. So here's a menu created with the menu builder, and inside the menu builder, I have a menu dropdown. You can also add in a menu custom dropdown. A menu custom dropdown allows you to place any Breakdance content inside the dropdown. A menu dropdown allows you to create beautiful styled lists of links. So here's my menu dropdown. I specify the text for my links. I put in dropdown, and then I can add columns of links. So here I have my first column, and inside that column, I have my 5 links. Explore features, right there. Newsletter at the bottom, right there. Now for each link, I can specify a title, an optional description, a URL, and an optional icon or image. I also have a number of styling options to get these links to look how I want. I can also choose to show an additional section, so I can add an alternate style for, another column in the menu, or I could just add multiple columns with the same style. I use the show another section option here. If I disable that, you'll see we just get a drop down like this. With show another section enabled, I have my additional columns where I have my additional links. For a menu custom dropdown, you can put any Breakdance element you want in it. So let's open up the structure panel and see the complete structure of this menu. I have a menu builder, I have a menu dropdown, another menu dropdown, a normal menu link, and then a menu custom dropdown. Inside the menu custom dropdown, I have a login form. Let's delete this menu builder from the page and then rebuild a similar menu in about 2 minutes using Breakdance. So I'm just going to add a menu builder to the page, drag it in my header builder, and we already get a menu with some preloaded links, preloaded dropdowns, and a menu custom dropdown. It looks good out of the box, but let's delete all these from the menu and just start with a blank menu and then add it all in ourselves. So inside the menu builder, on the left, you'll see the available elements that can be placed in the menu builder. You can do links, buttons, dropdowns, or custom dropdowns. I will first add in a menu link, and I'll just put in home. So this is going to be my home page. Now let's go back to the menu builder and add in a menu dropdown. So this might be my feature tour. I'll just call it tour. And by default, it comes with 2 columns of links. But let's say I only want 1 column. I'll just delete this other column. And maybe I don't want this column to have a title, so I'll delete the title. And maybe I only want 3 links. Let's customize the link so I can just specify my link text and an optional description if I want. Then, of course, I can style all these in the design tab, or I can style it globally for the entire menu in the design tab for the menu builder itself. I also have options for customizing the desktop menu and mobile menu styles. Okay, we have a menu dropdown. Let's add in a menu custom dropdown. So I'm just going to go to add, find menu custom dropdown, and click it to add it. In the menu custom dropdown, it comes preloaded with a heading and an image. Let's open up that dropdown so we can actually see it. And there's the heading and image. If I don't want that heading and image in there though, I can just delete it and put anything I want. Maybe I want a login form in that dropdown. Well, let's go ahead and add in a login form. Drag it into the dropdown, and voila, we have a login form. Let's rename this to login. So just double click and type. And the great thing about building these all natively in Breakdance is they integrate with Breakdance's other features, such as conditions. I only want to show this login dropdown to logged out users. So to do that, for the menu custom dropdown, I can just go to settings, conditions, and then I could edit the conditions, and I will add a condition user login status is logged out. And now this will only show on the front end of the website for logged out users. Okay, that is how to do a basic mega menu using Breakdance using the menu builder element. Now let's take a look at how to build mega menus in Elementor using JetMenu. So here I am in the WordPress admin panel, and when building mega menus in Elementor with JetMenu, you do it partially in the WordPress admin panel and partially inside Elementor itself. So first, in the WordPress admin panel, you want to go to Appearance, Menus, and you want to create a menu. I've already done it. I've called this my mega menu. I've enabled JetMenu, and I create my top level links right here in the WordPress admin. I have home, help, and features. And if I just want to do a list of sublinks, I can add the sublinks in the WordPress admin as well. If I want to do a custom design for the dropdown, I would then click Settings to open up JetMenu. So once I've created the menu in the WordPress admin, I'll then want to go over to my header in Elementor and add that menu to my header. So I'll just delete it so you can see how it works to add it. You're just going to look for mega menu. This is the JetMenu component, and you're going to drag that in where you want it to appear. It's going to ask you to select your menu, and I'm going to choose my mega menu. And you can do a different menu for mobile as well, but I'm just going to choose the same one. Then you have all your styling options as you would expect in the Style tab, and it will show you your list of links. Then, to create the drop-downs, you'll notice you can't actually click on this and edit in Elementor inline. Instead, what you do is from the WordPress admin on the Appearance Menus page, you go to the link that you want to have a drop-down for. So let's say I want to add another link with the drop-down. I'm just going to go to Custom Links, and for the URL, I'll just enter a hash because I don't want it to actually link anywhere, and I'll just call this Demo Dropdown, and we'll choose Add to Menu. Now, to use JetMenu to design the inner content of this menu, I'm going to mouse over, and if you don't see the JetMenu thing appear, just save your menu. Once you do that, you can then mouse over it and you'll see a settings thing appear. Let's go ahead and click Settings, and we'll enable Use Mega Content. This is provided by JetMenu, and then we'll choose Edit Mega Content. This is going to open up an Elementor window in line, and from here, we can actually design the contents of this dropdown. So in this dropdown, I'm just going to drag in an image just for demo purposes. I'll go choose image, and let's choose something I already put in the media library. And just for fun, I'll also put in a heading. So let's go to Elements, search for heading, and drag that in. And I'll just type in demo dropdown menu. Okay, let's go ahead and save this. And then let's go back to the WordPress admin, and we'll click Save again here, and close that, and then click Save again a third time right here. Now let's go into our Elementor header, and we'll update. It's not going to show this though until we refresh. So let's go ahead and just refresh the page. And here is our new link with our drop-down contents designed in JetMenu. There we go. Okay, that's how to do drop-down menus in Elementor using JetMenu. Other plugins are available for doing menus. Most of them take a similar approach. You create the menu in the WordPress admin at Appearance Menus, and then for whatever link you want to be a drop-down, you get a little sum icon right here. You click it, and then you can design the contents of the drop-down in Elementor. All right, that's mega menus in Breakdance versus mega menus in Elementor. The great thing about Breakdance is the mega menu builder is built in, it's native. You don't need to buy an add-on, and the experience is a lot more streamlined because it all happens directly inside Breakdance from one place. This is Lewis from Breakdance, and thank you very much for watching.